Friday, October 17th, and this is Eagle Nation News. Today on the show, we'll take a quick look at the elementary pep rally, raise awareness for Domestic Violence Month, and Austin Garcia sits down with Eagle volleyball player Sydney Riggs. Eagle Nation News starts right now.
Good morning, I'm Kristen Neal. If you haven't ordered your homecoming mums from the tennis team, today is the last day to order them. Orders will be in next Tuesday, October 21st.
If you are planning on bringing a date not from PHS to the homecoming dance, you must have a form filled out and turned in by October 22nd. Dates must be under 21 and have a form filled out in the office.
The PHS Writing Center is now open and completely digital. In your Google Drive, you'll find a folder shared with you from the Writing Center. This is where you'll upload your essay to be submitted.
If you noticed a large group of tiny people running around the halls today, it might just be the elementary pep rally day. Let's take a look.
Today, Prosper hosted a special pep rally, which included the attendance of elementary school students. The pep rally simulated our normal pep rallies with the football and volleyball teams on the floor, as well as the crazy tubas and the world-famous drumline. It even featured its own little wild wall and crunk corner. The cheerleaders were in full force, and some cheerleaders in waiting even showed off their skills in the tumbling portion. All of our chants were cheered just as loud, only in a higher pitch. The only thing different was instead of loud junior and senior spirit leaders, we got a glimpse of what Prosper's future has in store. The pep rally gave the kiddos a chance to experience what a real pep rally in high school is like, giving them something to look forward to when they get here. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Austin Garcia.
Domestic violence affects roughly 3.5 million children from ages 3 to 17 every year. Children exposed to domestic violence generally tend to become fearful as well as anxious, always on guard, never knowing what is next to happen to them. Children growing up with abuse expect just that, to be abused. Isolation and vulnerability quickly take over as the children seek attention and approval. According to Domestic Violence Roundtable, the emotional responses of children who witness domestic violence may include fear, guilt, shame, sleep disturbances, sadness, depression, and anger at both the abuser for the violence and the mother for not being able to prevent the violence. To raise awareness and support the Domestic Violence Awareness Month of October, Noah Maxey and Kelsey Cummings created a short film to explore domestic violence.
There's a sale for gold. You should have seen them. Are they edible? Yeah. That's like French What color is that, sir?
Hey, you still on again today, man?
Do I have to go today?
I'm sorry. I have to go too, man. All right, see you later.
Same time tomorrow?
Sure thing, man.
Oh, good Lord, you're here already? Don't you have somewhere else to be? Nobody asked you to come here. God knows I don't want you.
Hi, Sam. This is Dorothy from the Department of Family and Protective Services, letting you know that you have been approved as a foster parent, and a CPS agent will be by tomorrow to pick up the boy with you.
You ready to go home, man?
Last year, the girls volleyball team had an impressive state run that captivated us each here at Prosper High School. Austin Garcia sits down with junior varsity standout Sydney Riggs.
Thanks, Kristen. I'm here with 3-year returning letterman Sydney Riggs for the Prosper Eagles volleyball team. Sydney, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm excellent. So, what are your expectations? Sydney, I want to know the truth. Are we going to state this year?
That's our expectation. Like, being that we finished really successfully last year, that's going to be a really high standard we're going to hold to ourselves. So hopefully we can accomplish that.
How do the two districts compare, like this year's district and last year's?
Last year's district, being that we, with the Frisco schools, like anybody could have beaten anybody, and so we had to work really hard every night to pull out a win. But this year, you either have some not so great teams or some really
like
good
Denison
teams.
And Sherman.
Yeah, and then you have like Lovejoy and McKinney High. So it's hard because the district play isn't like as consistent, but I think we've done a really good job of managing that. So.
Now, how big of a part is the student section in you guys' game?
I personally think that the student section is a huge part of one of the reasons why we were so successful last year. It's so much fun to go out and play in front of pretty much your entire school.
You're
and
welcome.
yeah, thank you. And to know that you have like your entire town behind you, it's a really good feeling. So.
And what do you guys do to get hype before games?
Well, before every game, we'll go into the locker room and Coach Mack will have a scouting report ready for us, and we'll just kind of go over what we need to execute and how we need to play. And then we'll go into our team room and we'll have like our special playlist that we just kind of blast and we jam to. So.
What does that playlist consist of?
Okay, well, you have to be on the team to know the special playlist, so I can't really.
Speaking of being on the team, you've had me on Spike Squad the past 2 years, and you've seen my talent, so what's the possibility of getting me a Prosper Eagles jersey?
Maybe next year, Austin. I'm not sure about it, but we could try.
Okay, and on a serious note, do you plan on taking volleyball further than high school?
Well, right now I have one offer from Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and they're a smaller D1 school.
Right on the beach.
Yeah, good school.
Good baseball team, too.
Yeah, true. And then I'm talking to University of Arkansas and New Mexico, so hopefully that'll work out.
Well, I wish the best of luck to you.
Thank you.
So, come watch the Lady Eagles volleyball as they take on Wiley High Pirates tonight at Wiley without me at 5:30. Back to you, Kristen.
Thanks, Austin. If you didn't know, last night was the opening of the Crucible. I heard it was amazing.
They had a great opening. You can also come see it tonight at 6:30, is it? And tomorrow at 2 p.m. and then 6:30 p.m.
And the tickets are $5 if you order them in advance. With that, I'm Kristen Neal.
And I'm Caleb Barnick.
Live long and prosper.